Alright, today I want to show you the basic features of our mBlock extension. I guess I should say extensions. There's one for the original MRK1 robot, Mini Robot Kit 1, which has a red circuit board, a red PCB, printed circuit board. And there's one for the newer black board that is solderless. So if you've opened up mBlock or used MIT's Scratch, you're probably familiar with these different categories, and you will notice I have created a lot of code here. And the reason I've done that is I wanted to test every single feature that's part of the Sumo Robot League Red or Sumo Robot League Black extensions. And you'll notice I've still got the Arduino feature set because we can use those as well. The timer, serial write text, hello, are very, very useful. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in Arduino mode because that's how we're going to upload it onto our board. But real quickly, let's talk about what the different features are we're looking at. So there are blocks that execute commands. There are variables, and we've got two different kinds. There's the one that's kind of like a diamond laid down sideways, and those are booleans. They give either a true or false value. And then there's just the general sensor inputs, which are elliptical. So let's look at those. So here's Sumo Robot League Red extension. You'll notice the first section is all commands. Set left motor speed is going to turn the motors on and leave them on at whatever speed we set. 255 is full speed forward, negative 255 is full speed in reverse. This flip motor direction literally tells the robot whenever the motors are set to do the opposite. Forward for 10 centimeters, tell the robot to start the motors, and then it will wait until the robot's gone about 10 centimeters and stop. Backwards, the same thing. We've got the ability to turn left or right by however many degrees we want to specify. And then there's the ability to play notes and tell it how long they're going to play. We can turn the LED on or off. There's a delay function, which is handy to have. This is the same as the Arduino. You may have noticed if you've done a lot of Scratch stuff, there is a wait 1 second. That will also work. Let's go back here to robots. Scroll back down to our extension. Now you'll notice, see these are kind of diamond shaped. They've got the pointy ends. These are booleans. The repeat until, you'll notice it's got that same kind of shape. So it can take any of these. The robot is going to simply return a true or false. Is the button pressed? You know, this one, is there an object within 35 centimeters of my ultrasonic sensors? Do the front line sensors see white? Now there's these elliptical shaped ones. These return basically numbers. We're going to get the distance number from the ultrasonic sensor. We're going to get the value that the line sensor on the left, right, or rear sees. And then we can actually grab the threshold that the robot is storing that it uses to decide, is this white or is this black? You'll notice down here I've done serial write text commands. These did have hello in them. I simply dragged my sensor values in so that it would print out each of these sensor values. And now the extension ends with a few more commands. These are at the bottom simply because it's not likely that you're going to use them. But they're here if you want to. There's a set, the black and white threshold 2, where you can change what's being stored. You can run a calibration routine where you'll put the robot on black, press the button, and then put the robot on white and press the button. You can turn on debugging output, which will print to this serial console over here the different values the robot's getting. Now, if you really want this robot to go 10 centimeters when you tell it forward 10 centimeters, you can tune that. If my robot was going 9 centimeters, and I added this tune forward by 1.1, it would go 9.9 centimeters, because we're multiplying the amount of time that it's moving by 1.1. And that's how the tune functions work. We can do the same with the turning. The turning is not specific to left or right. So those are the features. You'll notice I've got the black extension installed. You can install both extensions now. This was a bug in the earlier one where you'd have to do one or the other. You can install them both now, which the great thing about that is if you've got one robot and your friend has a different, say you've got the red one, but your friend has black, you just come change out the headers, snap the code back on, and hit upload, and you're ready to go. So hopefully this helps you out. We've talked about the commands, the different variable blocks. There's two kinds, the booleans and sensor inputs, and the fact that the code is actually interchangeable now. And having both extensions installed won't cause any more problems because we got that ironed out. So happy coding. Let the robots roll.